So if you're ready, first just tell me just about yourself, about your school journey, career journey. Yeah.
Yeah, so I grew up in Johns Creek. I went to Johns Creek High School, and graduated in 2019. And then after Johns Creek, I went to Princeton, where I majored in economics with a focus in finance and political economy. I graduated from Princeton in 2023, and then I moved to Boston. And in Boston, I work for Bain Capital in their debt investing credit group. So I'm an analyst in the healthcare and consumer team here.
Wow, that's really impressive. So you just started working at Bain Capital like this year or last year?
Yeah, I started in July of last year.
Okay, wow, nice. So how did SLJC like influence that or like help you develop the skills that allowed you to do so much?
Yeah, of course. So I would say so I joined SLJC in my sophomore year spring, and then was part of the 2-year program through my senior year. As part of the what I did for SLJC was part of the program and contributed to the program, but I was also a Secretary of State ambassador. And in our first year, we won the competition, and the year after that, I was the I forgot what the exact role was, but I helped out and was an advisor to the second year's in my second year, I was an advisor to the next year of student ambassadors. So there were a couple of things that I think SLJC really helped with, both out of the ambassador program and out of the general student leadership program. The first thing is just general public speaking and knowing how to address a group and be a leader in a group. I think learning my leadership style and how well I work in a group was really important. And I think SLGC gave us a lot of opportunity to kind of work in groups, organize projects. In the first year, you kind of work on the group community project, which you guys are doing now. So that was a really important skill I learned. The second thing, I think, honestly, LinkedIn. I didn't know what LinkedIn was. I mean, I knew what LinkedIn was, but I didn't have a LinkedIn account or anything. And in our second year, there's a big focus on career development. So we had LinkedIn training and all those things. And I will say, like, jobs, internships, connections, people, I use LinkedIn every single day. And it's just so important. And I think building my LinkedIn out in high school was so important for college, for college, for jobs. And I think that's been probably my number one contributor from the student leadership program. And then I think the last thing was I definitely got a lot of mentorship from the program. And Miss Sanders is someone I'm still very close with and talk to. I'm meeting up with her pretty soon. And I just say in general, she was such an important mentor to me, is such an important mentor to me. And in general, student leadership gave me a lot of opportunities I wouldn't have gotten otherwise. So I shadowed, at the time she was the treasurer. So no, at the time she was in the Georgia Department of Revenue and she was the commissioner. So I shadowed Commissioner Lynn Riley, as part of my senior year shadowing project. And then I actually interned with the Georgia Department of Revenue right before college and got a legal internship, which I think definitely wouldn't have been possible working in a corporate law environment and in a government role without SLJC.
So do you think that that project actually led to like or helped uh develop your passion in economics?
I think it was definitely a factor in terms of understanding how econ works, how working in the corporate world works. It was a government internship, but it was the first real, I think, 9 to 5 job I had. I used to like drive down to Atlanta for it. So I do think it definitely helped a lot in terms of cementing my understanding of government, civics, economics, etc. And I knew I wanted to be an econ major beforehand, but this was a really good internship for me to get real world experience.
Okay, thank you. What would you say are the most important skills that you acquired or refined during your time in SLJC?
Yeah, so in terms of some of the skills, I would say just being open to communicating and reaching out to people. There's so many people that you have access to through SLJC. I used to talk to the mayor, talk to Commissioner Riley, of course, and I was just very active in making sure that I was reaching out and building connections with members of my community at the time. We spoke at City Hall. We also hosted the first debates for at the time, it was the first debate that I think student leadership had run for the city council debates. So being like learning how to basically talk to members of society and the city was really important. And then just being good at public speaking and making sure we understand what we're doing, what we're saying, and organizing events of such a scale was really important.
Okay, nice. How specifically did SLJC contribute to your personal and professional success?
Yeah, so I think I kind of mentioned that already, but I'd say just a lot of the skills that we learned of learning how we work best in leadership, LinkedIn, getting the professional opportunities through the career opportunities and the career development that we did our senior year or in the second year of the program, and the internship that I had with the Georgia Department of Revenue. I think all of those things really helped and contributed to that.
Okay, thank you. So that's actually all I have. So thank you for like telling us. So our goal is we're doing about 10 interviews with a bunch of like some of the past SLJC um participants that Miss Sanders recommended to get interviews from. And we're gonna piece together like some of the most prominent or important things that we heard that really stood out. And then we're gonna actually make it into a video that we will present. And I'll when we're done, I'll share this video with you definitely. So thank you for this. It really
Yeah,
helps with our project.
yeah, of course. Do you go to Johns Creek or?
I go to Innovation Academy actually. It's a
Oh,
new
nice.
school.
Yeah, it's the new one. My sister's in ninth grade right now, so yeah, I've heard about Innovation Academy. It's like right near Alpharetta downtown.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm glad that the program's still going strong. It was a great program, and I heard it's expanded a lot. Miss Sanders was telling me like now there's two groups.
Yes. So there's actually yeah. So there's now a green team and a blue team.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is much bigger based on what I've heard.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was a great program. I'm still friends with some of my friends from SLJC, and of course, I still talk to Sanders. So, yeah, good luck with everything. You have my number now if you have to, like, if you need anything or want to reach out. But good luck with everything.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.